All right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to get situated. I was debating if I wanted to show my face or not on the stream tonight because I'm exhausted. Wasn't thinking that this game was going to get played until 4 a.m. I cannot lie to you on that. My opponent today, Christian, who's actually a Fortnite friend of mine, was working, and he said he couldn't get off until 3 a.m. my time, and I go to work. I start getting ready for work about 5 a.m., so that wouldn't have worked, and we were thinking about playing at 4 a.m. to get the game underway, and get the game done with. But obviously, we're not going to do that. Well, we were actually planning on doing it, but he's actually he was able to get off and get home a little earlier, so we're trying to get this game done now. He's loading up right now, and we'll get this game going. And if this is a big game for me, because if I win it, I clinch a playoff spot. I make the playoffs. If I lose, if I were to lose, I will not make the playoffs. It's simple as that. Winning, I'm in. Losing, I'll start looking at next year. So I need a win here. And my opponent, of course, is not the greatest this year, but it is what it is. So I'm going to start making that announcement here. Let me get out of this, and now this is gonna suck because I have to wake up again. Still, I still have to wake up at 5, so I want to try to get this game done with in a nice, timely fashion. Not even drinking soda during this game, which is wild. Some serious playoff implications for me here. Against the Pats playbook, so he's going to be slinging her around. Oh, these are highlight. I didn't realize that's my highlights from past games though in the background. That's pretty cool.
Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
You know when? Let's go.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Hey, let's give it a version. Hey, sub. Ready. Sub. Ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the green. Triple C. Sonic.
First down, Winston. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Sonic. Hey, sub. Here we go.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now Jameis on second down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
This is the running back, Powell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Working out of the gun. Winston. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A whole lot of snow there, Dill.
But it still brings
Not
up
just
a 4th
snow,
and
a
goal.
whole lot of it.
So 4th down, Winston to the sidelines. Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal.
You missed it.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Don't poke a sleeping bear there, Dill.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
I've been playing so unbelievably cautious these past few weeks.
The Dolphins offense now
That's
heads
really
back
gonna
on
bite
the
me in the
field.
ass.
Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Room here to run. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
What?
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he takes it down to
Went
the
through
10-yard
3 players.
line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Like, what else, where else do I have to be? My goodness. Man, there's not much else I can do on that one. I'm sitting in the, like...
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard
Linval
line.
Joseph.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Green 80.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A first down carry for Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Like, I can still think, like, I'm playing so cautious. Like, just my thought process for going on to this play was like, now let's be careful. At least we come away with 3. I guess gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Oh, fish. Let's go.
Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A first down throw for Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Jameis now on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Jameis again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And some room to work.
See ya.
The 20. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Prater on to add the extra point.
Missed it.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Jameis to throw it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Almost knocked it off my head.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready? Sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now Winston. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now a second down throw for Winston. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On play action, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10.
Oh, good ball.
And that is caught.
Good ball, Christian.
Touchdown, Miami. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they?
That was a great ball.
In general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On first down, Bortles. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
It often comes down to one
with
block.
A tick under a minute to go before half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Bortles. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. First down, Winston. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Should be a pick every time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away.
With me.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He completes it right side to right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Let's go. Bunch right.
Bortles now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From midfield, here's Bortles. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's caught. This is White. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, spread right. 11. 11B. Spread right, 72.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Spread left. Mike 39, Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Simpson Abukum in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's caught. Stills, right side.
That's a touchdown.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they
That's
create
a touchdown
a
if
play,
I've ever seen
run
one.
after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Green 80.
And Bortles going to sneak it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
In trouble.
Ball's down.
Out. It's in the end zone. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And that'll be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Lucy. Spread right. 72. Set. Green 80. Set.
Throwing now is Bortles. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Green, triple C. Ready. Blue lady. Green, triple C.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ready. Flag. Go.
Jameis now on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here.
Damn,
They've
man,
got
I'm just
another
not playing
first
smart.
down. Winston now to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. To the air again with Winston. The quick slant.
Short.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Winston to throw it this time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected,
let's go.
For it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Needed it. Needed it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
372. 11.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. It's complete. Stills. And now running right. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kenny Stills, 93 yards.
I'll take what I can get.
And the Bills will extend their lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there.
That was a ball and a half to trust that pass.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time. You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space. On 2nd down, Winston again.
I have been able to stop bouncing my knee.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is on. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel. There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
To say the least.
This will be fielded at the 6. And some room to maneuver.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Punch right, punch right, punch right. Sunday, Sunday. Shift. 11.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Pushes him over. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Set. 380. Set.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
What am I doing? Stay to the outside and run it.
But he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
If I keep that ball to the outside, I score. That hole's there.
Move.
On second down, here's Henry. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I'm in field goal range. Field goal with 25, I'm up 8.
380. 380. Lucy, Lucy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a fast footwork by White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Playoffs, here I come.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I'll take the win.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
One more.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements.
Playoff time.
A little chillier up here in the open-air booth.
Gotta lead the
The
playoffs,
only thing
man.
that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I'm not exactly thrilled with how I've played. You know, at this point it's like survive in advance. But man, I gotta find myself on the offensive end and figure out what the hell I'm trying to do, because I forgot or just haven't exactly figured out what my identity is now. I thought I had it figured out. I thought I was playing great defense and controlling the tempo of the game, and boy, it doesn't feel like that now. This doesn't feel like I have it all together, really. But just gotta hope I figure it out as time goes on. Alright, now it's bedtime because it's way past what I'm supposed to be doing right now. But that'll put me into the playoffs. As always, guys, thank you for joining. I'm going to bed. Good night.